Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. There's a disturbance in the force. Some of you may know, if you're a follower of mine, I stay in tune with the real media that's out there, not the mainstream. And I have just learned on some breaking bombshell news of what's going on. And I don't know if it's going on in Canada, but it sure as heck is going on in the USA. Now, I got to be pretty careful because I am on YouTube, and their platform is pretty, well, let's just say, controlled at the moment. So what I'm going to do to bypass the nonsense, I'm going to grab a piece of paper, and I've seen other YouTube channels deal with it this way, so I'm going to do it. So, what I've learned, since maybe some or maybe not too many of my followers actually are in tune with alternative media, I have learned there's something going on with white vans driving around the United States. And also, it involves those. And these white vans have unusual looking occupants. They're wearing $200 suits. Now, it's starting to sound like something out of an X-Files episode, but this is actually reality. We have the programs that I follow will be breaking this in, next week and the following week. They have witnesses, they have victims, they have documentation and video, and what they're actually doing is they're getting together all the legal, they're getting everything done through the legal system, and they're going to have a doctor, and the doctor is going to, actually, before I get into that, let me tell you who the victims are. And I'm going to just write it down and show you on the screen. These are the victims that the white vans are targeting. And it involves putting these in the people. And the reason I have to write stuff down and do all the crap that I'm doing in this video is because of you-know-who controlling the narrative out there on social media. So anyway, this is a huge, huge story. This is going to be a long video, guys. And I'll probably do updates as we go. But we know who is actually behind this. And I'm going to write it down, and you're going to see. So I can't mention these keywords because you-know-who will screw this video up. So anyway, it's happening en masse all over the United States. It was discovered originally in Austin, Texas, and one of the main programs I follow, they're there. They're based there. And I'm sure you have an idea who that is by now. The most banned person on the internet. And they don't ban people for no reason, guys. And well, yeah, that's a true statement, because most of the stuff he says turns out to be 97% accurate, and you can't argue with a confirmation rate like that. Sorry, it's not debatable. You can't argue with it. I don't care if you like the guy. Facts are facts. Okay, this is serious. This is happening. So, what else? How does it involve these people? This being put into these people, and why is this group of people doing that? Well, the interesting part is they have come in and they are buying up defunct facilities like old motels, old schools, defunct buildings, warehouses, and whatever. And basically, they're using that as their kind of secluded setup for these people to be brought in by people in the white vans. So, why are they doing this, and what are the facilities called? Well, I'm going to write that down. Bear with me. Okay. Let me also add a little bonus. Hopefully you can all read that really clearly. So they're taking these people via free transportation in these white vans by people in suits to these places, and then they disappear for 6 months. And they tell these people, well, when they pick them up, you can either go to jail or you can go into our program. And our program involves doing this to the people. And then that happens. Sorry, guys, I had to cut out, I said one of the keywords on the sheet here. So, anyway, what's going on is a whole lot of mischief by these people. Now, you're going to wonder what's going on and why is it involving these guys, or these guys and these places. Well, they're in preparation for the rest of the country. And it's basically forcing on the public their narrative, their way of thinking. It's mostly from the current ongoing experiment happening here. And not good. So they want to get the cashless society going. And it's beyond that. It's 100% control. And it guarantees that right there. So, I will be following this very closely. And you guys, I highly recommend you follow it very closely too. Now, this is not a joke. This is seriously happening. And maybe not a lot of you have heard about this. It's not a theory. It's not that. It's actually happening right now as we speak. It's been underway for at least a year. Confirmed. Now, how did this come across? First off, a YouTube video happened where went in and got a haircut at a barbershop in Austin. And he spilled his guts to what was going on. Now, as far as we know, there's no I don't think they want that information getting out, as far as I know. Obviously, for a very obvious reason, because it violates everybody's civil rights, etc., 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 rights in general. And the other thing is, on the programs I watch, a caller called in that is a okay. They called in and they were scared beyond all measure because they had direct knowledge or direct connection to this ongoing. They then made contact with the program director that I watch for all their information, and that will all be coming out next week and in the weeks to follow. Okay? Now, isn't it silly I have to do this? Because the people in control of social media don't want stuff like this getting out. And it's a real shame that I can't speak these words or they get picked up. Right? Insane. Now, this is developing. It's bombshell. It's breaking. It's highly, highly, highly probably spelling all this stuff wrong. That's okay. It's pretty insane anyway. But it's absolutely 100% real, happening. It's been happening for a year all across the USA. Now, what can I tell you? They are preparing for right here. You guys can read it. Because they want to be modeled after. Because of this. And obviously, so this is bombshell stuff, guys. I know this video is long, and just be on the lookout for white vans. Anyway, the woman that called in to the program heard about the program's director before in the media before. She explained why she's so scared, and she didn't really follow the program that I watch for obvious reasons because she's this. But the reason for that is, well, whatever, it's her reasons, but when she saw it happening in reality, it blew her mind and scared the you-know-what out of her. Because she has direct hand knowledge. She works for a charity that helps these people here. And she got to know these people really well. And she wondered why she hasn't seen this couple that she's been working for at the charity for years. They both disappeared for about 6 months. They still don't. There was 2 of them. She knows him by name and her by name and knows about him and everything. She ran into him. He explained what was going on. She remembered watching the program that I'm explaining to you and connecting the dots. And then she finds out that, hey, where's the girl that she also knew? And basically, they don't know. They do not know, but I think I know where. Or worse. Now, there is absolutely 100% evidence for all this coming out. So anybody wants to laugh this off, I'll get the dunce cap out and stick it on your head and ignore you. Because you don't have a clue what's going on in the day-to-day. You know that thing you watch video on in your room? The TV? Yeah, it's not going to be on there, guys. Sorry. Never. Not this serious of stuff. This is unbelievable crap going on. This is true stuff going on, and it's insane. So, I can't say much more about what's going on until the rest of the story breaks with the evidence and everything like that. But they already have it. They're just getting all the legal departments to go over everything before release. That way, no one can, poo-poo it and whatever. But it is absolutely cray-cray going on out there. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to this video, but hopefully this will break through the algorithm, and we'll see. So let's see what happens, guys. I'm going to post it up. We'll see you on the next one. I'll give you updates on this as I learn, and we'll see what happens. But it's happening. They're getting the rest of the population ready for this. And everybody should be... I better write it down. Whoops, lost the pen. Here's one here. Everybody should be doing this. Now. Now, the program that I enjoy watching keeps me informed of what's going on in reality. Now, thank God they do, because if they get ahead of this before it gets worse or too far down the line, then they can stop it, disrupt it, get rid of it. And I really hope they do. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. Stay tuned. Things are getting insane. Yeah, you may have to watch this video a few times because I flashed the notepad fairly quickly to the screen, but that's how I have to get around things here.